Time for another Q&A video. It's been far too long. I meant to make them much more frequently. I'm sorry. On to our first question.
What software do you use for your video editing?
I use Corel Video Studio Pro X4. I got it at a good price, and it does most of what I want it to do.
What video editing program do you use? It looks great.
I just answered that question.
Are you Canadian?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Were you born in Japan?
No.
Hey Sparkuus, what part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Southern Ontario.
Do you prefer Canada or Japan? Love your videos, BTW.
Thank you. I don't really prefer either Canada or Japan. I love them both. I'm living in Japan right now. I would love to live back in Canada. Either one I chose, I would miss the other. I'm here now. The future, I don't know.
Why are you living in Japan?
Actually, the question is, why aren't you living in Japan? I think I answered that question in my first Q&A video, and if you want to see that, click on this manga to go there.
Do you teach at a high school?
No, I've taught at elementary schools and junior high schools, but I've never taught at a high school.
I was just wondering two things. What do you do now for a living and why? Also, is pizza in Japan any good?
Mostly for a living, I teach English. As for why, click on the manga to find out from the first Q&A video. And as for pizza, there's good pizza, there's bad pizza. The best pizza, my wife makes. But Japanese people really seem to like putting corn on their pizza. I don't care for that.
What kind of classes do you teach?
English conversation.
What's the car you drive, Sparkuus? Honda?
No, it's not a Honda, it's a Daihatsu Tanto. Nice car.
Are you a YouTube partner?
Yes, I am, but not a full partner with all the benefits and the perks and the wonderful banners and everything. My videos are monetized, I make a little bit of money, but I'm nowhere near supporting myself with YouTube.
Comment removed, author withheld.
Answer not given. Speaker is me.
I like your pants. What was the design on the side of them?
Well, not sure which pants you're talking about. I think they might be these ones. They have a dragon on them. Or I have these pants with koi, these shorts with koi and cherry blossoms, these pants with koi in a golden color, and there's my One Piece pants with Zoro and the other swordsman, which I showed you before in a One Piece Treasures episode.
When you're out and about, around people and such, were you ever nervous with walking and talking with a camera on you?
No, I'm not really nervous having the camera on me. I mean, many people would be embarrassed, but I've got the camera held out in front of my face and talking to it. It's just something you get used to. Just talk to the camera and ignore everything around you.
How long did it take you to learn Japanese, and what books do you recommend learning from?
I'm still learning Japanese. As for books, it's been a while and I don't remember the names of the books. I think they're on the shelf here somewhere. I could take a quick look. Can't find it at the moment, can't remember the titles.
What's the best way to learn what all the Japanese symbols mean, how to read them, and what does the Japanese keyboard look like?
Best way to learn Japanese symbols, start with a hiragana and just write them again and again and again and again and again until you remember them, and really that's it. Once you've learned hiragana, move on to the katakana. I learned katakana in 1 hour, I am not joking. Then the kanji, repeat until you're old and gray and you might learn the kanji. I really gotta get to work on learning the kanji myself. I do sometimes type messages in Japanese, but I use a regular English keyboard to do it. You can set up English windows to use Japanese as well, and other languages. As for a Japanese keyboard, I do have my wife's old keyboard, I can show you that.
How difficult is it to get English voice acting jobs in Japan?
How difficult is it? I don't really know. I've never actually set out to get voice acting jobs. I've had some, but it's because somebody I knew who I was working with offered them to me. I wouldn't really call them voice acting jobs, I'd say narration jobs. Voice acting seems more like, playing a character on a show. All I did was narrate for some businesses and schools and such.
Is One Piece the only anime you're into? What's popular in mainland Japan?
No, One Piece is definitely not the only anime I'm into. I love lots of different ones, too many to list. In fact, when I started watching, I actually kept a list of which ones I had seen, and when I go back and read that, I don't actually even remember all of those names. Right now, I'm not really watching much anime. I'm busy making YouTube videos, so TV time really has been cut down, both Japanese TV and English TV.
No central heating in Japanese houses? That was unexpected and interesting. Are there any other differences between Japanese and Western houses? Do grocery stores and the like have central heating?
Yes, Japanese homes are built much, much sturdier than North American homes. When we were back in Canada and Kumiko saw some homes being built, she couldn't believe there were houses. She thought they were built out of toothpicks. Houses in Canada don't have to stand up to earthquakes, which they do here, and typhoons. Another big difference is most of the roofs are done in tile instead of shingles. The heavier roof needs a heavier frame to hold them up, but also they stand up better to rain and time and typhoon. And yes, grocery stores have central heating and central cooling. So sometimes in the summer, people go to malls just so they can be cool and not have to pay for it.
Could you explain what you do as your job in Japan, and or can you explain how you originally decided to go to Japan?
Did that already. Click here to see it.
Sparkuus, what is White Day in Japan and what do you do for it?
White Day is the day that the men are supposed to give women candy, chocolate, whatnot. As for me, I don't really do anything for White Day. I give my wife chocolates on Valentine's Day, so I pretty much skip White Day.
Ever seen the old movie The Fly?
The 1958 Vincent Price movie? No. The 1986 Jeff Goldblum movie? Yes.
Why aren't there more people watching your videos? You are awesome!
Thank you. I don't know. There are a little over 700 people subscribed to me, so that's 0.00001% of the human population, about. So you really have to ask the other 99.99999% of the population why they aren't watching my videos, and if you ask them, they'll know about my videos, so maybe they'll watch. That's a great idea. Thank you for your great questions. I'd love to do more videos like this, so if you have any questions about Japan, myself, or anything at all, no matter how silly they are, leave them down below in the comments, or you can send them to me on Twitter or on my Facebook page. I'd love to do a Q&A video about maybe once a month, so send any questions you may have. So thank you for your questions. Keep sending more. I'm Sparkuus. See you later.